welcome back to my channel. My name is Camilla, and today we are watching V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta was actually a Patreon giveaway, which I usually have when we hit a certain milestone. So you guys decided to request a bunch of different movies. We added them all up into a poll, and this one was the winner. I am so excited to watch this. I actually remember that my parents have seen this. If that is like the anonymous masked guy with long hair. So Natalie Portman is in this movie, if I recall. Think so, yeah. Padme should be in this one. She's probably the main character. I have no idea what this is gonna be about, where we're going to be in the world. I am very excited to watch this. I think this is going to be quite different than what we watched before. Yeah. Also, talking about the elephant in the room, that might be my hair. Yes, I have changed up the color. Still same me. I just wanted it to pop. I wanted more colors and more life to my days. Oh, that's so depressing. Thank you guys so much for joining into this video. If you want to watch my full reaction, it is over on Patreon. All my social media linked down below. Same with my second channel. My gaming channel also linked down below. Alrighty, guys. That's it. Let's get on to watching V for Vendetta. I'm gonna tell you guys something crazy. It is currently 3 a.m. 3 a.m. and I'm here watching a movie. Yes, my sleeping schedule is so messed up. I don't know what to do with it. So at this point, I might just stay up all night because that's how it works, right? That's how we fix it. I have an energy drink though.
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
Are they going to be talking in rhymes this movie?
I know his name was Guy Fawkes, and I know in 1605 he attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, what?
But who was he really? What was he like?
Uh-oh. They're coming for you, Guy.
A man can fail, he can be caught, he can be killed and forgotten. But 400 years later, an idea can still change the world. I've witnessed firsthand the power of ideas. I've seen people kill in the name of them and die defending them. They do not feel pain. They do not love. And it is not an idea that I miss. It is a man that made me remember the 5th of November. A man that I will never forget.
Damn. Strong start. I'm already hooked.
Filled with wheat and tobacco. A jest
There's the mask.
will.
Yeah, the anonymous dude.
I think it's payback time for a little teapot.
Yep, Padme.
Here was a country that had everything, absolutely everything. And now, 20 years later,
She's so stunning.
godlessness. Let me say that again. Godlessness.
Oof.
It wasn't the plague they created, it was judgment. No one escapes their past. No one escapes judgment. You think he's not up there? You think he's not watching over this country? Seas-ridden degenerates. They had to go. Strength through unity. Unity through faith. I'm a God-fearing Englishman, and I'm goddamn proud of it.
That's quite enough of that, thank you very much.
Okay. Where are you going out so late? Oh, are you meeting the guy?
Whoa!
Bad case of the blues. You can feel them.
Don't touch me!
It means that we exercise our own judicial discretion.
And you get to swallow it.
I've got your finger, man.
But why are they like that? Ugh. Using their power. Oh, shoot.
The multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him.
So he's a good guy?
British steel which smoked with bloody execution.
Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, he didn't even pull up his pants.
With devotion's visage and pious action, we do sugar o'er the devil himself. Spare the rod.
Whoa, but he's the Batman of the city.
I mean you no harm.
Who are you?
The Masked Man.
The form following the function of what, and what I am is a man in a mask. I'm not questioning your powers of observation. I'm merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a masked man who he is. In lieu of the more commonplace sobriquet, to suggest the character of this dramatis persona. Voila! In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran.
What is happening?
This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished. Stands vivified and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin, vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition.
This Vendetta.
Is vengeance, a vendetta, held as a votive, not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. So let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V.
Yeah, okay, he loves...
Crazy person.
I'm quite sure they will say so.
Yeah, he's insane.
Of course you are.
What does that mean?
It means that I, like God, do not play with dice and do not believe in coincidence. Are you hurt?
Wow, he didn't even use a word with V this time.
But tell me, do you enjoy music, Evie?
I suppose.
You see, I'm a musician of sorts, and on my way to give a very special performance. Percussion instruments are my speciality, but tonight I intend to call upon the entire orchestra for...
I don't think so. I think I should be getting home.
I promise you it'll be like nothing you've ever seen, and afterwards you'll return home safely.
All right.
Oh boy. And now we're following strangers?
I don't see any instruments.
It is to Madame Justice that I dedicate this concerto in honor of the holiday she seems to have taken from these parts. Tell me, do you know what day it is, Evie?
November the 4th.
Not anymore.
Oh, he's the man that she's talking about in the beginning.
Gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason... Listen carefully, can you hear it? Now the brass.
I can hear it.
Here comes the crescendo! How beautiful is it not?
So... he's insane. And he likes explosions.
A recording device was found wired into the central emergency broadcast system.
Add it to the blacklist. I never want to hear that music again.
We also doubled our random sweeps and are monitoring a lot of phone surveillance, indicating a high percentage of conversation concerned with the explosion.
Our surveillance cameras captured several images of the terrorist, though the mask obviously makes retinal identification impossible. We also managed to get a picture of the girl that Creedy's men were detaining.
We located the fireworks launch and found traces of the explosives used at both sites. These devices were homemade with over-the-counter chemicals, making them very difficult to trace.
I know what he's doing. Yeah.
Gentlemen, this is a test. To fail is to invite doubt into everything we believe, everything that we have fought for. Doubt will plunge this country back into chaos, and I will not let that happen. And I want him to understand what terror really means. England prevails.
One thing I noticed about this guy right now, like, it can be just how he looks, but do you guys see his pupils? They're massive! And usually it's because of medication, so I wonder.
Seems that the crew responsible for the demolition of the Old Bailey wanted to give the old girl a grand, albeit improvised, send-off.
Do you believe that load of bollocks? I mean, there was no bloody demolition. I saw it, the whole thing.
Last night I was...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You went to see Daddy Dietrich, didn't you?
Oh.
Sorry, Patricia.
I need 2 espressos and 3 coffees from downstairs. And Dietrich is ready for his tea.
I don't get it.
So she's meeting up with someone at her work, after work?
It's hysterical, but you'll never get it approved. I don't recall ever getting stood up by a more attractive woman.
Mr. Dietrich.
Gordon, please. I don't need Mr. to make this body feel any older.
Got a little scared and I went home.
Sadly, after last night, I think our curfew will only get worse.
Oh, whoa. This is where she lives. Oh, it is.
Gotcha.
Okay, but she's harmless. She didn't know he was crazy.
They're filled with bombs.
Well, wait till commercials to set them off, okay?
I can't believe you watched that shit.
What? Laser Lass is banging.
Oh.
What's all that?
Not sure they just arrived. Marked for stage 3.
Must be Prothero. I wish someone had the balls to tell that brat that this station ain't his playground. What the hell is this? Just put them over there until I can figure out what they're for.
They were detained when she was 12.
What happened to her?
Juvenile reclamation project for 5 years.
Shit.
We're gonna need backup, but keep it minimal.
No, she's harmless.
Wants to talk to her before she disappears into one of Creevy's black bags.
She's a running girl. She only gets coffee and tea and stuff.
You show me ID or I'll get Storm Saxon on your ass.
Fucking hell.
This is not looking good for you, honey. Evey, run! You are being framed.
Will all personnel please evacuate the building?
This is not a drill.
What the bloody hell's going on here?
It's jammed.
Break it down.
Police out of the way!
Oh, she's running! This is not your fault. But now you're looking very sus because you're running away.
Damn it! Clear the hall.
Help!
For God's sake, don't touch it.
Dad, what's wrong with the telly?
Uh-oh.
Good evening, London.
Oh, he's making a statement.
I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine. I enjoy them as much as any bloke. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth.
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Oh boy.
Cameras. Your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. If you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.
Ooh. Sassy.
Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order, he promised you peace.
Inspector, you're almost through.
Last night I sought to end that silence. Last night I destroyed the Old Bailey to remind this country of what it has forgotten.
So he did that to also create a statement. Or to make a statement.
It was to remind the world that fairness, justice, and freedom are more than words. They are perspectives. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me, and together we shall give them a 5th of November that shall never, ever be forgot.
A whole protest.
Kerosene fog. He's using our smoke machines.
Cover the exits. No one gets out. The rest of you follow me.
What is the camera gonna do?
Get out.
Ooh.
Please don't shoot! Under fire!
That's not him.
You put masks on all of us. Oh, Jesus. Don't shoot! Please! Please! Nobody move! You're wearing a mask. Get down on your knees, now! Get the masks off.
Please hurry! There's a bomb wide to the timer in the control booth.
He planted another bomb?
Get anyone not wearing a mask out of here. Marshal. Sir. Help carry this man. Everyone else, let's go.
Oh yeah, that's the one he brought in. Oh no.
Hurry up, you lot! Come on! Everybody out!
Let's go.
I wonder who it is that's behind the mask. I really want to know.
It's him! It's him! On your knees! On your knees!
I did it.
He was about to go for green.
I must say that I'm rather astonished by the response time of London's finest. I hadn't expected you to be quite so Johnny on the spot.
We were here before you even got started. Bad luck, chummy.
Why are we doing this? Now you're even more sus. Now you're part of it.
A psychotic terrorist, identified only as the letter V. We've just received this footage of a daring police raid.
Stay where you are, you'll shoot! Stay where you are!
Oh, the poor child.
Initial report, but at this time it's believed that during this heroic raid, the terrorist was shot and killed. Bollocks. Again, from what we've been told by authorities...
Oh, people were cheering for him.
Right there. What's he thinking? Is he considering leaving her after she just saved him?
He's a terrorist. You can't expect him to act like you or me.
She's stuck with him.
Are we in his house? Oh, we're so in his house. And he reads. Guys. I feel like he just wants to free his people. I don't look at him as a bad guy yet. We need to know more about him, what his intentions are. Because he wouldn't save some random girl if he was a bad guy, you know? Maybe. Joker saved-ish. Harley Quinn, kind of. Oh, so look, that's where he's getting ready and stuff. Yeah, they can't listen to me anymore.
You scared me.
My apologies. You feeling all right?
Yes, thank you. What is this place?
It's my home. I call it the Shadow Gallery.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Oh, here and there, much of it from the vaults of the Ministry of Objectionable Materials.
Oh, who is this guy?
God, if they ever find this place.
I suspect if they do find this place, a few bits of art will be the least of my worries.
I must have been out of my mind.
Or is that what you really think, or is that what they'd want you to think?
I think I should go.
You have to understand, Evey, I didn't want this for either of us, but I couldn't see any other way. You were unconscious, and I had to make a decision. If I'd left you there, right now, you'd be in one of Creedy's interrogation cells.
Most likely.
And, in all probability, kill you in the pursuit of finding me.
Oh, that's so messed up.
But I don't even know where this is. We could be anywhere.
You know it's underground. You know the color of the stone. That'd be enough for a clever man.
What are you saying? I have to stay here.
Only until I'm done. After the 5th, I no longer think it'll matter.
You mean a year from now? I have to stay here for a year. You should have left me alone.
So, I am smelling a little bit of Stockholm syndrome right now. Because she's captured, can't leave, and then she falls in love. Yada yada. You know, that usually happens in movies. And books. I read too much. Yeah, we need to figure out who this guy is.
I understand what you did for me, and I want you to know I am grateful. Your hands.
Yes. There. That's better. I hope I didn't put you off your appetite.
No, please. It's just, you're right.
Oh, yes, yes.
He's burned himself. Explosion.
There was a fire.
Oh.
Ancient history for some. Not really very good table conversation. Now, would you care for a cup of tea with your egg?
Yes, thank you. I'm starving, actually. It was delicious.
Good.
Isn't that just bread?
I haven't had real butter since I was a little girl.
Oh yeah, because they don't have it.
I dare do all that may become a man who dares more is none.
Macbeth.
Very good.
When I was 9, I played violin 12th night. Mum was very proud.
Where's your mother now?
Not here.
You really think the blowing up Parliament's going to make this country a better place? Well, I think you can be pretty certain that if anyone does show up, Creedy will black bag every one of them.
People should not be afraid of their governments.
True.
The building is a symbol, as is the act of destroying it. Symbols are given power by people. Alone, a symbol is meaningless, but with enough people, blowing up a building can change the world.
You guys are being held captive in your own country. Well, now she's literally being held captive. You understand what I mean?
When I arrive in the morning, the paddy will be gone. I'm looking at the tape right now, and he has no idea how to like me. My nose looks like Big Ben. And so does every lazy on this show, and that includes you. Find another DOP or find yourself another job.
Whoa, he's not only angry on TV, but at home too.
I wish I'd had the chance for a face-to-face. Just one chance, that's all I need.
Do you think he loves himself? I think he does.
This so-called V
Are you in his house? Oh, this is messed up.
is good guys win, bad guys lose. And as always, England prevails.
Oh!
Holy Christ! Jesus!
Ah!
Don't worry, I've made sure our reunion won't be disturbed by any pesky late-night phone calls. Commander.
Stop that. Why do you keep calling me that?
That was your title, remember? When we first met all those years ago.
It is you.
The ghost of Christmas past.
That was the fire! Holy guac!
Tascom.
This is going to be insane. Like, insane. Crazy.
Chancellor Sattler agreed for obvious reasons. We have to keep this discreet.
Ew, how did he die?
It could be devastating to our credibility. Perhaps a stroke.
Oh, that looks like he was poisoned.
Quiet, dignified death in his sleep.
Look at that. What is that?
That Camco's were cut. It's the same ammo as before. But we got an elevator log ID. She's in deep, Inspector.
My fat metal friend. Hope I didn't wake you. My favorite film, The Count of Monte Cristo.
Count of Monte Cristo.
My sword, Mondego, but your past that disarmed you.
Is that something we should watch too?
Never seen it.
Really?
Damn.
Would you like to?
Does it have a happy ending?
Oh, you're spoiling.
Okay, put the sword away.
Forensics just wrapped. No prints, no hair, no fibers. The guy's like a ghost.
Did you know Louis Prothero was one of the richest men in the country before he became the voice of London?
Biodoxic and St. Mary's in less than a week. Coincidence?
When you're at this as long as I've been, you stop believing in coincidence.
May we come up? You
Find your own tree.
But it made me feel sorry for Mercedes, because he cared more about revenge than he did about her.
Ooh.
Stated as news of the most popular.
Wait, what's this?
Most.
Uh-oh.
A man known to the entire nation as the Voice of London passed away late last night from apparent heart failure.
She's lying.
He dedicated his life to his country
How do you
and
know?
his beliefs. And it came as no surprise to those who knew him that his body was found at his office, where he often worked long hours after everyone else had gone home. Lewis, you will be sorely missed.
How does she know?
V, yesterday I couldn't find my ID. You didn't take it, did you?
Would you prefer a lie or the truth?
Did you have anything to do with that?
Yes, I killed him.
Oh, God.
You're upset?
You're upset. Yeah.
No objection then.
What?
Violence can be used for good.
What are you talking about?
Justice.
Vengeance. He's like Batman. Except Batman doesn't kill, I think.
And are you going to kill more people?
Yes. Take a look at this. Prothero's military.
Oh, I feel like he's good guy because he wants to free his country.
Do you think there's a connection between our boy and Lark Hill?
It might explain the connection between him and the Hammond girl.
There is no connection, it was just coincidence.
Your records are either deleted, omitted, or missing. As head of the detention program at that time...
Before you go any further, let me remind you, Inspector, things were very chaotic back then. We all did what we had to do. And in those circumstances, we did the best we could. And that's all I have to say about that.
Damn.
You can do this. Hi, I've been thinking. There's something I want to ask you. I don't think you understand why unless you know a few things about me.
He wants to be part of it.
You would have liked him. He used to say that artists use lies to tell the truth while politicians use them to cover the truth up. My brother was one of the students at St. Mary's. After he died, my parents became political. They protested the war and the reclamation. I watched on the television, thinking I was going to see my parents killed. I remember them arguing at night. Mum wanted to leave the country. Dad refused.
Oh, it was bad.
I never saw them again. It was like those black bags erased them from the face of the earth.
She wants to have her revenge as well.
Sorry, I'm not like my parents. I wish I was, but...
Are you guys gonna become partners?
I wish I wasn't afraid all the time, but I am.
And that's okay.
Screwed up, believe me, I know it better than most. Which is why I wanted to ask if there's anything I can do to help make it right. Please let me know.
Becoming partners, guys. Oh.
One thing is true of all governments. The most reliable records are tax records.
It appears that the original electronic records have all been lost, but I found this hard copy filed in the code vault.
By the power of truth, I, while living, have conquered the universe.
Personal motto.
I was wondering if your offer to help was still standing. As a result, I'm in need of someone with some theatrical skill. I believe you will.
Ooh.
He's paid almost 200 grand a month. Looks like he was promoted. He's a bishop now.
July 2020? Wait, how old is this movie?
She has arrived, but with some confusion at the agency, and they've sent a new girl who I'm afraid is a little older than usual.
She's not too old, I trust.
Your Grace.
To think that I doubted your loveliness for an instant. Poor my child.
Oh, that is messed up.
Someone's coming and I think he means to kill you. I've been the prisoner of the terrorist named Evey for the past several weeks, and I am telling you that any moment he's going to come through that door because I unlocked the window in the room where Dennis told me to get ready.
Oh.
It's a game I've never played. What a delightful mind you have. I hope the rest of you is just as interesting.
Stop it! Get off of me!
Seems like I've captured the dangerous terrier now. No! You little bitch.
Reverend.
Oh my God.
Thus I clothe my naked villainy with old odd ends, stolen forth
That is so messed up.
when most I play the devil.
Oh, please, have mercy.
Have mercy, you didn't have any.
What the? I don't want to die! This is Surveillance 109. We have an emergency.
Run every name in that file. I want the whereabouts of all of them. Yeah. Get going, I'll handle it.
So, that was interesting.
It'll be hard to run an investigation if you're detaining all my witnesses.
The security of information is paramount.
Are you saying I'm under surveillance, Mr. Creedy?
And concentrate on the concerns of our present.
You mean Lark Hill?
Ooh.
If I were you, Chief Inspector, I'd find the terrorist. I'd find him soon.
He's trying his best.
I'm sorry. I didn't know where else to go. Gordon, I know every cop in this country's looking for me. I know it's horrible for me to come here, to put you in this situation.
Evey.
If they find me here, you could be in terrible trouble.
If the government ever searched my house, you would be the least of my problems.
What is that supposed to mean? What do you have? What are you hiding?
That's God Save the Queen. My parents took me to when they hung it at Gallery 12.
Cost me more than this house. But no matter how bad I feel, it always cheers me up. It's a copy of the Quran, 14th century. I don't have to be Muslim to find the images beautiful, or its poetry moving. Because in this world, if I were to invite who I desired, I'd undoubtedly find myself without a home, let alone a television show. And the truth is, after so many years, you begin to lose more than just your appetite. You wear a mask for so long, you forget who you were beneath it.
Speaking of the mask.
It's a scarlet carson. They're believed to be extinct.
He leaves them at the crime scenes. I'd appreciate it if you could have a look at it. Any information could be helpful. My God, he's killed them all.
Oh, wow.
After they shut it down, she disappeared. 2 years, till she applied for an overseas visa, which was denied. Probably because after that, all record of her seems to stop.
Or early.
Call him again, I want that name.
And that is her. She's Diana.
Dr. Diana Stanton changed her name to Delia Surridge.
The coroner?
Yep.
Jesus, I just saw her.
Yes.
It's you, isn't it? You've come to kill me.
What?
From that number, there's a problem.
Why did she say that? She seems like a wonderful woman.
What they did was only possible because of you.
Oppenheimer was able to change more than a course of a war. Change the entire course of human history.
I've not come for what you hoped to do.
I wasn't sure you were the terrorist until I saw it. What a strange coincidence that I should be given one today.
There are no coincidences, Delia.
You're going to kill me now.
I killed you 10 minutes ago while you slept.
Is there any pain?
No.
Thank you. Is it meaningless to apologize?
Oh, why am I getting upset? And that's her last words. She had the nicest one, though.
Am I to understand that you have read this document, Inspector?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone else read it?
No, sir.
Then let me make this perfectly clear to you.
Burn it.
Any discussion of this document or its contents will be regarded at the very least as an act of sedition, if not a willful act of treason.
My first batch of subjects arrived today, and I have to admit that I'm very excited.
So they have already met because she was working at the center that he was in.
I keep wondering if these people knew how they might be helping their country, if they would act any differently. They're so weak and pathetic. They never look you in the eye. 75% are now deceased.
This is so messed up. Delia.
He exhibits none of the immune system.
He is number 5, which makes him V.
The subject said he could no longer remember who he was or where he was from. Whoever he was, he is now the key to our dream and the hope that all of this will not have been in vain. November the 5th. It started last night.
Oh, wow.
I understand how it could have happened. And I saw him, the man from room 5. He looked at me. Not with eyes. There were no eyes. But I know he was looking at me because I felt.
Whoa. Talk about storytelling. Holy. That is crazy.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Oh, he's making her the same breakfast.
We called it eggy in the basket. My mum used to make them.
This is weird. The first morning I was with him, he made me eggs just like this.
I am V. You're stunned, I know. It's hard to believe, isn't it, that beneath this wrinkled, well-fed exterior there lies a dangerous killing machine with a fetish for Fawkesian masks.
What?
That is not funny, Gordon.
I'm useless without a studio audience.
I've seen people go to jail for less than that.
Of course, he was right, wasn't he? There is something wrong with this country.
Whoa.
Morning, Inspector.
He's taking his revenge.
I want to ask a question, Dominic. The question I have to ask is, what if the worst, the most horrifying biological attack in this country's history was not the work of religious extremists? And maybe that's really what happened. But I see this chain of events, these coincidences, and I have to ask, what if that isn't what happened?
There are no coincidences, he said.
If our own government was responsible for what happened at St. Mary's and Three Waters, if our own government was responsible for the deaths of almost 100,000 people, would you really want to know?
In all 4 quadrants.
Mr. Creedy.
We're handling it as best we can, Chancellor. Arrests are as high as they've been since the reclamation.
I want more than arrests. I want results.
Understandable, but you guys are the bad guys.
I think this could be the best show you've ever done. You're not going to believe it. As a matter of fact, I don't think I do. Would you please give a very warm welcome to our own Chancellor, Adam Sattler?
Oh, they look so excited! Oh.
I understand you enjoy a glass every night, Chancellor.
Since I was a boy, the terrorist was never a serious concern.
Chancellor. What you say that he's not still alive and active?
Oh boy.
The terrorist! Get him!
Oh, dear.
Well, that is how we can make the entire situation more bright, I guess.
How dare! I am the Chancellor! Imposter! Shoot that traitor! Liar! Faker! Fraud! Ready! Aim!
Yeah, I thought that he was going to hate it.
Well, you're my agent. That's what I pay you for. Protect me. You've hired him years ago to be my mother.
You're mad.
Either that or I wasn't breastfed.
Is everything a joke to you, Gordon?
I was wondering how he was allowed to put it on TV. I was like, how is that even possible?
Do some boring fundraiser, and in the meantime, our ratings will go through the roof. It'll be fine. Trust me.
He liked it.
Gordon?
Quickly, hide!
Again?
Not so funny now, is it? Funny man.
Oh no. This happened to her twice now. Oh no, why are you doing this? Oh. And she didn't break anything? Wow.
No.
Oh wow.
You've been formally charged with 3 counts of murder, the bombing of government property, conspiracy to commit terrorism, treason, and sedition. The penalty for which is death by firing squad. To save your life, you must tell us the identity or whereabouts of codename V.
We don't know him.
Leads to his capture, you will be released from this facility immediately. You can return to your life, Miss Hammond. All you have to do is cooperate.
What kind of life is this anyways? You're still so cute, honey. You don't need any hair. Poor Evey. I thought we burned places like this to the ground. Even the rat didn't want it.
My name is Valerie. I don't think I'll live much longer, and I wanted to tell someone about my life. This is the only autobiography that I will ever write. And God, I'm writing it on toilet paper. It was at school that I met my first girlfriend. Her name was Sarah. I thought we would love each other forever. I remember our teacher telling us that it was an adolescent phase that people outgrew. Sarah did. I didn't. That year I came out to my parents. My father wouldn't look at me. He told me to go and never come back. My mother said nothing.
Oh, wow.
It is the very last inch of us, but within that inch, we are free.
It ends whenever you want it to. Just tell us where he is.
I don't know.
So she's not lying. We have no idea who it is or what he looks like or where he lives.
And in 2015, I starred in my first film. That was how I met Ruth. The first time we kissed, I knew I never wanted to kiss any other lips but hers again.
It's weird that we're learning about an entire character that we have no connection with whatsoever. But maybe she's important to the movie later.
I remember how different became dangerous. I still don't understand it. Why they hate us so much. They took Ruth while she was out buying food. I've never cried so hard in my life. It wasn't long till they came for me. I shall die here. Every inch of me shall perish. I hope that whoever you are, you escape this place. I hope that the world turns and that things get better.
See?
And even though I may never meet you, laugh with you, cry with you, or kiss you, I love you. With all my heart, I love you.
Damn.
And that unless you are ready to offer your cooperation, you are to be executed. Are you ready to cooperate?
No.
Very well. Arrange a detail of 6 men and take her out behind the chemical shed and shoot her.
Wow. This is heavy.
It's time.
I'm ready.
Why is he wearing gloves?
Look, all they want is one little piece of information. Just give them something, anything.
Thank you. I'd rather die behind the chemical sheds.
Then you have no fear anymore. You're completely free.
Why did I think that was V? Because of the gloves. Like, he's the only one that was wearing them. I don't know why I've been staring at people's hands, but I'm like, I'm a detail freak. For example, the guy with the gun outside, he didn't have gloves on. You see that? Oh, I'm losing it. Are you not going back for Valerie? Oh, now we lost it.
Hello, Evey.
It was you.
Yeah.
That wasn't real.
I thought they'd arrest him, but when they found a Quran in his house, they had him executed. Fortunately, I got to you before they did.
He got to me.
Ooh.
I know you may never forgive me, but nor will you ever understand how hard it was for me to do what I did. But each time you refused to give in, I knew I couldn't.
You're sick. You're evil.
Yeah, his character is kind of questionable.
Why?
Leave me alone. I hate you.
That's it! See, at first, I thought it was hate too. Hate was all I knew.
Wild.
I don't want to hear your lies.
Your own father said that artists use lies to tell the truth. But because you believed it, you found something true about yourself.
No. I can't feel anything anymore.
Don't run from it, Evey. You've been running all your life. It's maybe the most important moment of your life. Commit to it. The only thing you had left was your life, but it wasn't, was it?
I felt
free.
Dizzy.
Oh.
Please, I need to be outside.
There's a lift. It'll take us to the roof.
So everything about Valerie was fake too?
Got us in the rain.
She's like him now.
You won't find any more locked doors here.
I thought about keeping this, but it didn't seem right knowing you wrote it.
I didn't. May I show you something before you go?
What do you mean you didn't do it?
She was real. Yes. Did you know her?
No, she wrote the letter just before she died, and I delivered it to you as it had been delivered to me.
She sent it to him in the cell. Oh, wow.
What was done to me created me.
Is that how you see it? Like an equation?
What was done to me was monstrous.
And they created a monster.
Do you know where you'll go?
No.
She has no idea.
That would have scared me before, but I suppose I should thank you.
Oh, Stockholm.
Goodbye.
Evey, may I ask you for something? If I had one wish, I would wish to see you again, if only once, before the 5th.
All right.
Thank you.
Now what? We have no plan, nowhere to go. Oh! And he's angry, and we've left. He's not angry, he's upset.
Do you have any evidence to support this conclusion, Mr. Finch?
No, sir. Just a feeling.
If I am sure of anything, Inspector Finch, it is that this government will not survive if it is to be subject to your feelings.
Damn. Tough crowd.
I want everyone to remember why they need us.
In the former United...
Well...
I'm Percy, Robert Keyes, William Rookwood. The day after the St. Mary's outbreak, Percy gives his Beretta a blowjob, Keyes dies in a fire, Rookwood goes missing. How do you know it was you? What do we do?
I'm a cop. I have to know.
Came when they opened it, gave you the collie wobbles.
Still does.
Yeah, this place gave me the creeps.
Eventually, his party launches a special project in the name of national security. At first, it's believed to be a search for biological weapons.
The poor people.
This project is power. Complete and total hegemonic domination.
Treating them like animals.
He is a man seemingly without a conscience, for whom the ends always justify the means, and it is he who suggests that their target should not be an enemy of the country, but rather the country itself. Before the St. Mary's crisis, no one would have predicted the results of the election that year, no one. And then not long after the election, lo and behold, some believed it was the work of God himself.
So many things.
The rest, as they say, is history.
Can you prove any of this?
Why do you think I'm still alive? Put Creedy onto 24-hour surveillance. When I feel safe that he can't pick his nose without you knowing, I'll contact you again.
Okay, and then it's just leaving.
Why didn't you come forward before? What were you waiting for?
Well, for you, Inspector. I needed you.
Thought he understood that. Oh! You scared. Oh, that scared me so bad.
A man as smart as you has probably considered this. A man as smart as you probably has a plan. That plan is the reason Sutler no longer trusts you.
Ooh.
Oh, a man as smart as you, I think, knows otherwise.
What do you want?
Sutler.
Ooh, he wants the chief.
Creedy, you knew this was coming. You knew that one day it'd be you or him. That's why...
He's climbing his way onto the top to get the chancellor.
If you accept, put an X on your front door.
Why should I trust you?
Because it's the only way you're ever going to stop me.
We found him. William Rookwood, the one you've been looking for. I saw your MP report a couple of weeks back. Perfect dental match. He was a floater. A couple of fishermen picked him up. No ID, never solved. Till now, that is.
William Rookwood is dead.
I'd say so. 20 years now.
Oh, wow. It's like so easy.
Chancellor, we do not have the adequate force.
We are being buried beneath the avalanche of your inadequacies, Mr. Creedy!
I'll get it.
Eric Finch?
Yeah.
Everyone is getting in now.
How many went out?
So far we count 8 boxcars, several 100,000 at least. Christ.
I want anyone...
Oh, the child is ready.
The problem is that he knows us better than we know ourselves. That's why I went to Lark Hill last night. There wasn't much left, but when I was there, it was strange. I suddenly had this feeling that everything was connected.
It is.
I felt like I could see everything that had happened and everything that was going to happen. It was
like a perfect pat laid out in front of me, and I realized that we were all...
Oh, wow. All along.
So do you know what's going to happen? It was a feeling, but I can guess. With so much chaos, someone will do something stupid.
He shot a child.
And Sutler will be forced to do the only thing he knows how to do. At which point, all V needs to do is keep his word.
Wow. Hello, chaos.
Tonight's your big night. You ready for it? Are we ready for it?
Does that mean that she's back? Oh, she's back.
I miss this song.
I didn't think you'd come.
I said I would.
I must confess, every time I heard a siren, I worried about you.
I worried about myself for a while.
I have a gift for you, Evey, but before I give it to you, I'd like to ask you something. Would you dance with me?
He had 872 songs and he hasn't danced to one of them.
Revolution without dancing is a revolution not worth having.
I'd love to.
Tonight, I will speak directly to these.
You're ruining our moment, sir.
It was strange to suddenly see your face everywhere.
Conceal me what I am, and be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent.
12th night.
Viola.
I don't understand.
What?
I don't even know what you really look like.
Evey, please. There is a face beneath this mask.
Barely. Yeah.
But if they do, what do you think will happen? Well, it usually happens when people without guns stand up to people with guns.
The underground? I thought they closed this all down.
They did. Will, if you wanted to. This is my gift to you, Evey. Everything that I have, my home, my books, the gallery, this train, I'm leaving to you to do with what you will. The world that I'm a part of and that I helped shape will end tonight. The time has come for me to meet my maker and to repay him in kind for all that he's done.
You could let it go. We could leave here together.
I've no tree waiting for me.
He's quoting the movie. So she did fall in love. Okay. How was that?
Where is he? All unpunished. Penny for the guy. I've kept my side of the bargain, but have you kept yours?
But most of all, we must remain united.
No one is watching at this point.
Tonight, I give you my most solemn vow that justice will be it will be righteous, and it will be without mercy.
At last. I have something for you, Chancellor. A farewell gift. For all the things you've done, for the things you might have done, for the only thing you have left. Goodbye, Chancellor.
Disgusting. It's time to have a look at your face.
He doesn't have a face.
Take off your mask.
Dahlia said he didn't have one. He burned off. Oh man.
The only thing that you and I have in common, Mr. Creedy, is we're both about to die. With my hands around your neck.
We've swept this place. You've got nothing.
He has so many bombs.
Now, would you have a bullet and the hope that when your guns are empty, I'm no longer standing? Because if I am, you'll all be dead before you've reloaded.
Ooh.
Kill him.
No way he survives that. Why is he still standing? How is he still standing?
My turn.
Well, he did say that he's going to die, so maybe he does die when he has his hands around his neck. Who knows? Uh-oh.
Why won't you die? Beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof.
No, he falls, right? How are you still standing? We saw blood.
V! Oh, we stop your bleeding.
Oh, please don't. I'm finished. I'm glad of it.
Don't say that.
I told you only truth.
Everyone she's known is dying. Or he's already dead.
And everything changed. I fell in love with you, Evey. Like I no longer believed I could.
I don't want you to die.
That's the most beautiful thing you could have ever given me.
And that's his story?
Perimeter 1, we have enemy contact.
This truly is a revolution, because do you see how many people were dressed up with the mask and stuff?
Hold it. Stop right there. Stop. Get your hand off that lever. Why are you doing this?
But this country needs more than a building. It needs hope.
Bloody hell, stand down! Stand down!
they're not doing anything. They're just walking past. Okay, that is a lot more than what I could ever expect, actually. Look at them go.
It's time. Tell me, do you like music, Mr. Finch?
Okay, we have a good ending for those two. Well, the movie started with a bang and ended with a bang.
Who's Edmund Dantes? And who's my father and my mother, my brother, my friend? Who is you and me?
He was like, what do you mean about that? Okay, so the child is good.
No one will ever forget that night and what it meant for this country. I will never forget the man and what he meant to me.
This was a fun movie, but I don't know how to explain this or put words to my feelings right now. Okay, friends, we have now seen V for Vendetta. The guy that's playing V is freaking Hugo Weaving. Like, Hugo Weaving... Whoa. Hugo is... What is he in? He's in The Matrix? Captain America? What else is he in? Isn't he in Lord of the Rings playing Lord Elrond? Oh, his name isn't Lord. Elrond is not a lord, it's just Elrond. Okay, sorry, my bad. But you get a drill. He is so known, and here he's just playing a character that has his mask on this entire time, and we didn't even get to see it. But honestly, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a wild ride. It was exciting, and it kept me hooked. It had a plot twist. It had everything you really kind of need in a movie, but at the same time, I was anxious, excited. I was laughing. I was shocked, you know. But all in all, not what I expected it to be at all. This was more of a dystopian movie. This one was quite different than anything that I've ever seen before. We are talking about politics. We're talking about the good and the bad. We're talking about the people standing up to the politics in their country. What I wanted to see was more like what happened after the explosions. Because right now, it was just a build-up from the beginning of the movie where we saw a tower blowing up until Big Ben blowing up, you know? So I kind of wanted to see how it actually affected the country after the incident of November 5th. But all in all, I think this was a good movie. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to watch my full reaction, it's over on Patreon, on my social media, linked down below as usual. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.
Put your head on my shoulder.